guys, big breaking news coming out. JFK Airport is experiencing a system outage affecting the entire terminal. Airport teams are working to resolve the issue and assist passengers. I want to show you something really quick here, though. Look at this, guys. Look at this news. So, NBC has put out this information. Severe internet outages keep happening, and they might get worse. Growing reliance on a handful of major internet infrastructure companies has led to major disruption, sparking everything from political pressure to computer science memes. All right, so we're going to see what's going on here, guys. And there's been a lot of stuff happening to Amazon, down detector, just putting out all these information. YouTube down, AT&T down, Verizon down, Xbox Live, PS5 Live. Everything's getting hit. We are being told it's nothing, but I do believe that we are seeing some kind of biblical cyber war. Alright, guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to help and support the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also the description box. Thank you again for your support. It says here, it's not just you. Internet outages severe enough to disrupt everyday services for many people have become more frequent and wide-ranging, experts say. When internet services company Cloudflare crashed Tuesday, prompting significant hours-long disruptions at companies ranging from X to OpenAI to Discord, it was the third major internet outage in a space of about a month. So something's going on here. Something strange is going on. There's a possibility they might be adding some new software. I mean, even here on this platform, hundreds of accounts has been reporting some strange stuff happening to their platform. Videos view decreasing. Everything just not the same ever since we hit 2025. So there's a possibility it might be cyber, or they might be adding some new system into all this stuff. But we're not getting any answers. So again, they're saying it's not cyber, but yeah, again, something's going down though. So it says here, while there's plenty of finger pointing to go around, there you go, two things are clear. Popular consumer businesses increasingly rely on a handful of giant companies that run things more cheaply in the cloud. And when one of those companies isn't extraordinarily careful, an obscure a software vulnerability or tiny mistake can reverberate through too many of their customers, making it seem like half the internet has been unplugged. And people want to talk about digital currency. Imagine that, digital currency. And then you can't use your card because there's an outage. You can't purchase gas because everything is down. This is why it's very important to stay the way America is, currency, money, everything, cars, engines, no, electric stuff, because all this is getting hit and it's going to get a lot worse. Imagine digital currency. You want to go out and buy food. Sorry, the digital currency got hit with an outage. You're going to have to wait. It could take hours to get food. It says here, this spate of outages has been uniquely terrible. All right, so you do have some experts sounding the alarm here. It's like what we were told Y2K will be like, and it's happening more often. All right, so it does make sense. This is like the Y2K. Back in 1999, everybody is like, man, this is the end of the world, because we were gonna hit the year 2000 and the computer software and everything, and a lot of people were saying that nuclear is gonna go off and this and that because the computer's not gonna recognize 2000 and stuff like that. The Y2K conspiracy stuff. It became a common enough occurrence that jokes about the failures rooted in the understanding or the basic of internet infrastructure have become popular memes in the computer science world. Look at this. Someone used Angry Birds. Whatever Microsoft is doing. Yeah. Here's the thing. I believe that they're adding certain new system, new stuff, AI possibly, changing the whole algorithm, around. So, in major cloud companies are often referred to a hyperscalers, meaning once they have established a viable business, it can be relatively straightforward to rapidly build out their infrastructure and offer those services at competitive prices. That has resulted in a handful of companies dominating the industry, which critics note creates single points of failure when something goes wrong. When one company's bug can derail everyday life, that's not just a technical issue, that's consolidation. Now, guys, outages are as old as the internet, but since the late October, there have been three major ones, an unprecedented number for such a short span of time that caused serious problem for a wide swath of people. Now, the first was Amazon Web Services on October 20th, taking with it many people's access to everything from gaming platform Roblox and Fortnite to Ring cameras. It reportedly kept some from being able to operate their internet connected smart beds. You guys already know that was a big outage. It started with YouTube. It was, people were complaining about something was wrong with YouTube. And then Down Detector put out all these information. It wasn't only YouTube. It was Xbox, Roblox, AT&T, Verizon. It was all these apps that was getting hit. So it's still happening. And now we got the airport stuff going on today. Senator Elizabeth from Massachusetts, a long-standing critic of the tech industry, wrote on X after the AWS outage that it was a reason to break up the big tech. I don't know what in the world they doing, but ever since we hit the year 2025, you guys hear it from me a lot. I mean, I do complain about it because it's affecting our channel, but now it's affecting others. I mean, I don't know what in the world they doing, but it seems like they're changing everything around, but it's causing all these outages too. Now, the one that happened, I believe September, that was billions of dollars damage. Again, I won't say that, but again, these outages lead to some serious hit. Businesses got hit, everything got hit, billions of dollars of damage. I mean, it just, they don't say stuff like that, but outages does cause big punch. If a company can break the entire internet, they are too big, period, she said. Microsoft cloud computing platform Azure went down on October 29, rendering a host of the company's services inoperable around the globe just before its quarterly report. Now, those two outages each caused major headaches for at least two airlines, preventing passengers from checking in online. Delta, which uses AWS, and Alaska, which uses Azure. But now we are seeing another outage that's happening right now in this JFK airport in New York. All right, so we are definitely seeing some more outages. And look, I tell this to all my viewers, people out there that watches my video. I think it's time for people to start taking some money out their bank, put it away in your house, put your money away. Have a safe hidden in your house, because things can hit the fan, and let's say you want to go get money out the ATM machine is down, everything's down. Cash is very important to have in hand. It says here, then came Cloudflare's disruption Tuesday, which CEO Matthew Prince said was the company worst since 2019. We are sorry for the impact to our customers and to the internet in general. he wrote in a technical explanation after the outage. Now it says here, given Cloudflare's importance in the internet ecosystem, any outage of any of our system is unacceptable, he added, so that there was a period of time where our networks were not able to route traffic is deeply painful to every member of our team. We know we let you down today. 3 companies each dealt with different issues. Cloudflare initially thought it was under a massive cyber strike, but then traced the issue to a bug in its software to combat bots. They go to bots. The bots really hurt our channel. It hurt our stuff. And it's not my job to keep removing these bots, but it did hurt our channel. It did. And again, I try my very best, guys, to remove every single one of them. I blocked them, I removed them, but it's like roaches. They keep coming back. AWS and Microsoft each had different issues configuring their services with a domain name system, or DNS, the notoriously finicky phone book for the internet that connects website URL with their technical numerical addresses. Those issues come a year after a particularly unusual case in which companies around the world that use both Microsoft-based computers and the popular cyber service CrowdStrike now suddenly saw those systems crash and display the blue screen of death. I remember that, the blue screen of death. The corporate was a glitch in what should have been a routine CrowdStrike automatic software update, leading to flight delays and medical and police networks going down for hours. You can't forget, sometimes even 911 emergency number, sometimes it goes down too. Ultimately, each was an instance of a minor software glitch that rippled across the company's enormous system, crashing website after website. You have Assad, Director of Artificial Intelligence and Technology Policy at Vanderbilt Policy Accelerator, as well as the former Deputy Director for Strategy at the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy under Joe, called the tendency for giant companies to experience such wide-ranging outages a national risk. This is why AI stuff, this is why the future stuff is not, But Donald, in his big, beautiful bill, he wants all this. Let's go digital. Let's go Bitcoin. Let's bring in AI. Let's go 6G. No, it just, we're getting hit. It's going to hurt our sleeping giant. This concentration is both a market failure and a national security risk where we have so much of society dependent on these layers of infrastructures. James, the Chief Technology Officer of Cloud Technology Group, another cloud services giant, said that it is always possible for a cloud company's engineers to reduce outages, likelihood, and severity, but that companies need to use them strategically. You don't have infinite nerds, but it's not like this is something where you would have to throw your hands up and say, there's just no way. There's also some growing push for these outages to be treated as more than minor nuisances or the cost of doing business in the digital age. That's a code word, digital. Everything digital. And like I say, guys, America is great the way it is. We don't need to go all this future stuff, cyber trucks and all these type of crazy things. I mean, our country's already powerful. It's already powerful. You can't get more powerful. You try to be more powerful, you're just not going to head to the right path. JB Branch, the big tech accountability advocate at Public Citizens, a progressive nonprofit that advocates for public interest, called for more gov regulation of the cloud industry. There needs to be investigation whenever these outages happen. I agree. I totally agree. Because whether we like it or not, the entire infrastructure that our economy is kind of running on digitally at least, is owned by handfuls of companies, and that's incredibly concerning. Bingo. I agree. I agree. Our sleeping giant economy is in the hands of these powerful people that want to change everything to digital. Our economy was never dependent on this stuff, digital or platforms or AI. Our economy was not built on that. But little by little, these powerful ones, like the four horsemen, you got Zuckerberg, you got Bezos, you got Elon, you got some very powerful individuals here, all coming together when it comes to all these new world future stuff. So what's next? Well, we are still getting hit with all these surprise outage. People not pleased. People's not pleased. Is it cyber? What is it? What's really going on? One thing I tell you guys is that there's been a lot of changes ever since the Donald has come in. Now, I'm not saying Donald is the boogeyman, but that big, beautiful bill, even Marjorie Taylor Greene said that bill is the mark of the beast. So we're going to see, again, they're still fixing on this issue here, but I just want to bring you guys the very important updates of these outages that is constantly going on nonstop. And I think it's very important that people start taking that money out the bank. You may want to start preparing spiritually, physically, and mentally, because eventually things will go down. The lights will go off. You never know. EMP could finish it off. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Till next time later. Peace.